Views expressed on shows are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of these shows and all services provided therein are for personal use only. The Elevations Radio Network holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of information on these shows.
Hey, it's Raheem. Okay.
Hey fam, welcome to the Let's Be Real show with Greg Bam Reeves here on elevationsradio.com. I am your host, Greg Bam Reeves. Unfortunately, my beautiful co-host, Benita Rockman, is not here today. She's a little ill, so join me in sending her our thoughts and prayers. I apologize for late start. We had a few technical difficulties, but we're on now. So let's get into this. First of all, a couple things. You know, I get a little agitated sometime because my show is on Thursday, and with this guy in the office, so much stuff happened on the weekend. By the time Thursday get here, everybody's talked about it already, but he always gives us some material. But anyway, I want to talk for a quick minute about Sunday, Oprah's speech at the Golden Globes. If you missed it, I suggest you go to YouTube, check it out. And now people are talking about Oprah running for president. And my issue was why so many people are against that. Like, it'll never happen, and she doesn't. Do you know who we have in the White House right now? So what makes it so different that another billionaire entertainer could run for president? And that's all I'm going to say about that for right now. Of course, we know about the H&M advertisement and their so-called apology, as if they really didn't know what they were doing. I honestly had never heard of H&M before this. Once I saw it and saw the logo, I'm like, okay, I do recognize that, but I've never shopped there. But I thought that was like really, you know, the Dove commercial where they put out that shot of just the black woman taking off her top and becoming white. And now this thing with H&M, this is getting a little too commonplace, and these apologies aren't good enough. These people are paid millions of dollars to do these advertisements and all that, and somebody should know better. It's not one person to just put that out there. They had to go through a chain of people, and they need really, you know, get some or something. I don't know. And lastly, before I get to my show, Genuine. Now, he's catching heat because he didn't want to accept a kiss from a transgender person. I think that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of before in my life. First of all, the transgender person asked him ahead of time, would you date? He said no. And then she said, well, let me give you a kiss. And he's like, no. Let me tell you something. I've never in my life greens. Collard, turnips, mustard. I don't eat greens. I tell you no. Don't try to put. I'm gonna move my plate and drop them on the floor. All right, enough of that. One last thing. Today, in preparation for this show, I put up a post asking the fellas, would you buy a woman you love feminine hygiene products? And I was really shocked at the different answers I got. A lot of fellas came on like, sure, yeah, why not? Some was like, what's the big deal? Well, it is a big deal for some guys. Especially, now, it's not a man out here that can tell me when they were younger, they didn't have an issue of embarrassment going to buy feminine products for their sister, mother, whatever, cousin. When you become mature, it's not a big deal, but when you're younger, it is. So anyway, I asked about that because I've been saying all week, this may be the most important show I've ever done. It's definitely the most important show in 2018. And I'm about to get right into it right now. I want you to welcome my guest. In studio, I have Fred Barkley. And on the phone from the ATL, I have Raheem Whitehead. Welcome, gentlemen.
Well, thank you very much, Greg, for having us on. Raheem, are you in audio listening? Can
he
you
said he
hear
lost
us?
sound.
Okay.
He just told me lost sound.
Oh, you lost sound?
Say that.
Okay.
Raheem, you there?
Can you hear us? Mic check, Raheem.
Somebody's on there. I might have lost it.
Okay.
Who's
What?
on the line now?
I don't know. Caller, are you there? Who's on the line? Caller? Okay, let me send him a message to call back.
513
I don't know who that is.
375.
He's 770.
Well, while you're doing that,
Okay. But,
go ahead.
let me say real quick. These gentlemen and my guests in the second half of the show are from a company called Nspire. And, well, Fred, I'll let you go from there.
I was getting ready to start inviting again. Well, good evening, everyone. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. My name is Fred Barkley, and this is Elevations Radio. I'm here with Greg Bam Reeves, and we have a phenomenal lineup tonight. And we have just came here to Elevations Radio to do what we've been commissioned to do, and that is to spread the awareness, the mission of the Now We Know campaign. And this campaign is changing lives. It is having phenomenal results with our women, and it looks like, Greg, you want to...
Yeah, I want to interrupt you real quick. Raheem, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, brother.
Raheem in the house.
Good. I'm good to be here, all the way
What's
from
up?
Atlanta, Georgia. The Prince of Pads is in the building.
That's
Prince
right.
of Pads.
The Prince of Pads. I forgot about that. Well, I was going to ask Raheem to give us a little background on the founders, the company, and the pad itself.
Okay, sure. Back in December of 2017, I was sent a video by a friend of mine. And on the video, I saw a guy who I now know as Damon Crump. He is actually the leader of one of the founders and also director of training for Nspire Network, what is now Nspire Network. But at the time I saw the video back in December, I saw a man giving a demonstration about pads and talking about menstruation and pads. I was just hearing all this information, and I never seen a man do anything to pads, I would say, ever in my life.
Right.
I barely ever even touched a pad because I grew up with brothers.
Right.
So,
Right.
Being married,
Right.
I was one of those guys I can admit and say that I did not like going to the store
Right.
to buy pads. Anytime my wife was on her cycle. I closed the door. I knew things were going on, but we never talked about it. And
Right.
it was just one of those things that, we just didn't talk about. And I believe that to be the case in our society, just as men in general.
Right.
Even women, I'm finding, don't even talk about their cycle. But getting back on track, I saw the video, and I was at work at the time. I stopped everything I was doing to watch this video, and I was like, oh, my goodness.
I did the same
This is
thing.
about to be something huge.
I did the same thing. I was
And
at work when I saw the video.
You saw
Yeah, I was at work.
And,
Yeah, I think I showed it to you.
No, this was last March.
Oh, you
but-
saw it before.
Yeah, I saw it last year. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay. And so after seeing the video, I saw him actually break down a pad and explain the absorbency system that was in the store-bought pad. And he pulled out another pad, and he said, this is the pad we're about to bring to the States. And he did a wet-dry test on both of those pads, and he showed the store-bought pad came up soaking wet, and then the pad he said we were bringing to the States came up completely dry. And that's when I said, where is this going? How do I get involved? Because, again, like I just mentioned, I did never talk to my wife about her cycles, but I also knew that she was going through a difficult time. And to know that it potentially, the store-bought pads could be the cause of a lot of the pain and difficulties that she was going through, I knew there was a solution for all the women that I am in contact with, because just through business, relationships, and family, I'm connected to a lot of women. And I was like, if this works, this is something that could provide a solution for our women in our community and the world over.
Right.
So I said, I have to get involved with this campaign called Now We Know. And since getting involved, now I've talked to so many women, and I've traveled the country. They call me the Prince of Pads.
Right.
Because of how involved I am with the new Cherish product line, a product line that's really been helping a lot of our women.
Now, because this is radio, we can't really do a live
sir.
demonstration. So if you could briefly describe like the difference between these commercial pads that women are using now and the Cherish pad.
Okay. So the traditional sanitary napkin, or the street name pad from the store, you will find that it has about 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, okay? The first layer is a polypropylene mixed with rayon, different synthetic fibers that we have found to be irritating to the skin, right?
Right.
This is why it's called Now We Know, because we didn't know that our women were going through it.
That's right.
But back to the store-bought pad, that's the first layer, which is very rough to the skin. The second layer, okay, the second layer is an actual, the manufacturer designed this piece of paper or strip of paper to make it appear to be the actual absorbency system. Every woman knows this as far as when they look at their pad, but it's actually a strip of paper with blue dye. Okay? One thing we know about blue dye is that when it gets wet, it leaks.
Right.
Okay? So what's happening is when our women are sitting down and laying down, which that's what they're doing, I would say maybe 65% of the day, that blue dye now has access to their bloodstream when they sit down, when they lay down. Okay? Keep that in mind. Second, the third layer, okay, is the actual absorbency system. Okay? When I talk to so many people, so many women, so many men, and I ask them, what do they think this absorbency system is? And to the naked eye, you would say it's cotton, because it's white and it's fluffy and it looks like cotton. But to know that it's actual bleached landfill trash, it's recycled paper It's paper out of the landfill that they have put to the side and actually bleached. Am I still there?
Oh, yeah. We hear you.
Okay. So this landfill trash, they have put through an 8-step bleaching system. Okay. And what's happening is because of the way that they clean the trash and break it down and make it into the absorbency system, is letting off a chemical called dioxin.
Okay.
Now, don't take my word for it. Don't take anything I'm saying for my word. I want you to go and do your own independent research. Go to WebMD and type in the harmful chemicals in sanitary napkins. And once you do your research, you will be floored to know what's in the traditional sanitary napkins, pads, and tampons.
Okay.
I literally could go on a whole nother rant about tampons, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I got a caller on the line, I believe.
It's really bad.
Hold on one second, Raheem. Okay. I got a caller. Caller, are you there? Caller? Okay. Maybe we don't. So, there. They just. I'm talking to you, caller. I don't know who you are, but if you hear my voice, say something. Okay. Well, we're gonna get in more into the pad, but real quickly, I want to switch over to Fred and talk about this being an entrepreneur opportunity, and what got you involved. What made you want to be a part of this?
Well, actually, I have been, I would say, dabbling in direct sales marketing and especially videography for a number of years. And so, that has, it kind of brought me to the place where I was ripe for something like Nspire. And so leaving Houston and coming to Cleveland, I was introduced to Nspire by one of the distributors that was already in the company, Joshua Coleman. And, the way that the message was conveyed, the video, that's what is really the lead off is the video. That's like really draws you in, or that was the tool that we were using to really draw people. And now we've really gotten personalized with it. But, I joined in April. Life happened. I kind of, went through a few months of transition, and then I had two women come into my life, and they did something that I can only describe as miraculous. And it's like all of this is connected with what Nspire does when it is conveyed to a person, because they basically brought, the spirit of Nspire with them, and they called me. Kawana actually called me. She said, "Fred, I've been looking at you, and I believe that you are going to be awesome in Nspire." And I hadn't even been really working the business. And the way she spoke, and then her mom came on board, and they both started speaking, life into me and just saying, "Hey, this is a phenomenal opportunity. Let's get up, let's get up, let's get up." And so I got up, and once I got up, when you read my story from like September to now, it is one that we don't even have enough time in a few radio shows to tell. But we are here today because as I have walked with them, and then Raheem came along side of me, and my creativity began to take over in my networking. And so I just started reaching out to you and other radio shows, and I said, "Hey, we do focus groups at Nspire, but I'm a videographer. Let's take this to a whole nother medium, to a whole nother platform. Okay. If we're going to do a focus group, let's do a worldwide focus group. Let's do one where everybody can watch." And so that's how videographers were thinking. So that's what, how I kind of, threaded this all into where we are today.
Real quickly, I know Raheem has to go in a minute. He got another engagement. Okay. Do I have my caller there now? Caller, are you there? Caller.
You got 3 people on the line.
one of you three say something.
Yes, I am here.
And who is this?
This is Priscilla.
Okay.
Michigan, and most people call me Stella Ann.
Right.
I am here on the radio.
Okay, so I need you to hold on for a minute because you're my second half guest. I'll let Raheem finish breaking down the pad real quick. Cheers. Raheem, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I just finished breaking down the 4 layers to the store-bought pad.
Right.
But what's making our product so much better, so much superior to what's out there, is that we have 8 layers to keep our women comfortable and to keep them dry. Right. So Steve Jobs has the iPad. Nspire Network
has the
dry pad.
Right. There you go.
DRI, not DRY.
Right.
DRI, because the I is for a negative ion strip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I know we don't have a whole lot of time on this platform, but what I do want to tell you is that those 8 layers to keep our women comfortable, to keep them dry, you have to see, our demos of what the pad does. But I will say it has had a tremendous effect on our women's health.
Right.
We don't make any medical claims, but I will tell you this, okay? When I first got the pad, when I first got the Cherish pad, I found one of my friends who has one of the worst cycles.
Right.
I mean, she has to be hospitalized for pain, okay? Emergency room. Mm-hmm. She has dealt with this from the time she was 13 to the time that she, up until now, till she got the actual Cherish product. So I would say maybe about 7 years. She's about 22. So let's say 8 or 9 years, right? One of the layers on our pad, the Cherish product line, is a negative ion strip. Negative ions has been known to help out with inflammation,
mm-hmm.
to help out with mood. It's a lot of health benefits to it. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you what this did for this young lady. It took away all of her cramps, all of her pain. I still have the text messages on my phone.
Wow.
When she, sent that to me, it struck me, and I was like, wow, like a lot of our women have been suffering so bad. Mm-hmm. Now they have a solution. So that's why, we as men, and all of us are connected to women in some type of way. We have to let our community know about this product for our girls. And as we get this campaign out, especially to parents, because what's happening is our young babies, our daughters, are going to school, right? They're not making any money. So they don't, have any access to buy. They have to get what their parents give them.
Right.
So that's why we got to let our parents know about this amazing pad that can literally help our women, help our young girls out. I just want to mention this one other thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
There are laws that's being passed around all over the country. It started in California. It's also in Illinois. But what's happening is the state is passing laws that all of the girls in school has to have access to a free pad.
Mm.
They don't understand that the pad that they're giving them is, a store-bought pad, and it's actually worse for them, just subjecting their body to so much of the chemicals. But if we can get this Cherish product line, if we could spread this campaign all over the country and actually, provide a product that can literally help our community, mm-hmm. but also provide income, because this is a residual thing. Our women want to be comfortable and dry every single month.
Right.
Right? So that's what we need to provide for our women.
And our phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. Thank you so much, Brother Raheem, for breaking down both pads for us. I understand we got another caller on there. Caller, except for Priscilla or Nisi.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Kaylin. I'm 11 years old, and I've been using these pads for 3 months now.
Oh,
and
my
wow.
God. Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
It's like I don't really have cramps, and I don't have headaches and everything, and I don't feel dry, and I feel dry, and I want to help my mom to let all little girls know about this.
That is great.
Wow,
Thank you so much for calling.
Wow.
Thank you so much for calling.
Wow,
Caitlin.
that touched my heart.
Wow.
Right there.
You're welcome.
Wow, thank you so
and that's
much.
what we want to hear.
I was not
from
expecting
all
that.
our
I was
girls.
not expecting that.
No.
That was
phenomenal.
ooh, that's,
I told people all week,
you
this
told her.
is definitely the most important show I've done in 2018, but maybe the most important show I've ever done. We just got testimony from an 11-year-old
11-year-old girl
who's been using it for months now. So, you know what? Since we started a little late, can we just go straight through instead of taking a break?
We're still going to do an hour.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have to take a quick break for.
6 minutes.
Oh no, wait a minute. Okay, I'm getting a little off, y'all. Just bear with me. We're gonna get this together. I'm a little blown away by that.
Yeah.
So I told you all the first show that during our holiday break that I got involved with 2 business ventures, and last week I introduced you to one of them, and this week is the other one. Now I didn't say this to make this like a 1 hour commercial. That's not what it is. It's really about this campaign, which we're gonna get into a lot more in the second half. But think about this, ladies. There's so many complaints about us men, and some of it well deserved. But right now, you're talking about a company with the founders are men who are doing this out of love for their women. Mm-hmm. They found a product that can take away a lot of your issues, not just from menstrual, but issues, period. Because like Raheem was describing, the normal pads are locking that stuff in. It's not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. And you're wearing it like all day, and it's just like basically going back up into you. Right. I know that sounds a little gross the way I said it, but I don't know another way to say it. But and these men love women so much. They found this product that can make you healthier, because we want to keep up, no matter, despite how we act, what we say, and all, we love you. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't be here without you.
Right.
And in the second half, we're going to turn the tables on what I just said. But for right now, Raheem, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I just want to thank you again. I know you got to run. I know you got an appointment. And thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah, I want to thank you too, Raheem.
I want to just say, man, that was a really good testimony from our young lady there, and really that's what this campaign is all about. Right. And I just want everyone to know, either get this product for your family, for you and your family, or become an ambassador for this, because we really don't have a lot of ambassadors to spread the word, this campaign. And this campaign is really serious. It's a great business opportunity as well, and just get involved in some type of way. Get this product. It's only $5. Get it from one of your local distributors. Get some information on how you can get this product through your school system and to your family, because they really, really need this for their health.
All right. That's it.
Thank you, Raheem.
Thank you, sir. And
yes, sir. I appreciate
say hello.
You allowing us to come on here.
Oh yeah. Say hello to all my peeps in ATL. Even though I don't know. Well, I got a sister down there, but I don't know who else down there. I know. But I'll say what's up to Joy Bounds. I don't know if you know Joy Bounds, but that's my girl. But anyway, thanks again, bro.
For Joy, I still will.
Okay. So, my
y'all take care.
All right now. So we got about a minute? No, we're gonna take a break right now. We're gonna listen. I'm gonna tell you again, people. If you're not hip to Elevations Radio, you need to get hip, because they got great music that you only hear here. Mm-hmm. Anybody hear a song or two right now while we take a break?
I got something to say. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing? 1 2. Yeah. 1 2. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, 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 yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. I'm so glad that you're in my world. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. Girl. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. I'm so glad that you're in my world. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. Ooh, babe, I know it's been a while. Hey, you, something about how you make me smile. Ooh, boy, it's the way you do. Keeps me so damn in love with you. Is this thing on? You make me feel like a beautiful girl. I'm so glad that you're in my world. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. I'm so glad that you're in my world. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. Hey, you, my beautiful fantasy. You mean every damn thing to me. So glad that you are my world. Makes me such a beautiful girl. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. You need to hear this. See, I can't even describe how. When you just look at me, I feel like your personal poetry. Go ahead, write on me. Just make me feel so good inside. 1, 2. Yeah, it's like you just breathe something beautiful in me. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. You make me feel like a beautiful girl. You make me feel like. You just make me feel so beautiful. Such a beautiful girl. You make me feel so. You make me feel so. Like a beautiful girl. I feel so. Boy, it's just the things you do makes me so damn in love with you.
Hey, this is Greg Bam Reeves, the host of Let's Be Real with Greg Bam Reeves Show, here on Elevations Radio every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. I have great guests, a lot of topics. It's going to bring you a lot of fun stuff and some comedy. Join me every Thursday on Elevations Radio. I got to hear my own commercial. Hey, fam, we're back. I hope you didn't miss the first half. But anyway, I got a couple of people on the phone lines right now. The Bowmans, how are you? Hello?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
Good. I'm really excited about tonight. How are you two?
I'm excited. Yes.
And what do you want to tell us?
Well, I want to tell you how excited I am about this Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkin. Although I've already finished my cycles. I'm 50 years old. When I was introduced to this, I've been having problems since I was 14 years old, allergic to the sanitary products, including tampons. my doctors were well aware of what the problems were, but there was no solutions. There were no alternative products for me to use. But when I went to the convention in March with Nspire Network, the two doctors, Minette, they're brothers, they mentioned that if we are not having a cycle, we can use the sanitary pads for our incontinence. And I was really shocked because during this time, I'm having a problem with my bladder. You know, I can't hold the urine. I usually am leaking a lot, and I told my doctors about it, and I can't hold it enough to get to a toilet. So if I have to go, I have to go. So I was using some panty liners. And then when these come along, Cherish, they said that it will help me. I wonder how it was going to help me. So I started using them right away. I did for 3 months. Told my doctor about my bladder problem. Didn't tell my doctor about Cherish, though. So they made an appointment for a urologist. So three months later, I go to the urologist. And since this time, I've been able to hold my urine. I have not been leaking. I have been actually emptying my bladder. And so my urologist noticed that. And both of them don't know about Cherish. So when I go back, that's the first thing I'm going to tell them about. But I didn't want to say anything yet just to find out first, you know, what my bladder situation was like since using Cherish. That is my testimonial. Anyone dealing with incontinence, leaking in their bladders, use Cherish. It will help.
I'm glad you brought that up because right now I want to introduce my other two guests. Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. I want you all to welcome Priscilla Estep and Nisi Jordan. Hello, ladies.
Thank you so much. Hello, and thank you so much for having us on this platform. And I just want to say I thank Nspire, the founders, because they not only care about women, but they care about their brothers. And that's what I want to talk about. Listen, the right to fight for men.
That's great. Yeah, that's why, you know, I had to jump to you all real quick because Mrs. Bowman was about to spill all the beans, and I wouldn't even need y'all as guests. You know what I mean? So, but I'm fired up and inspired, just like everybody else that's involved. I think Nspire is the perfect name for it. But yeah, I had never even heard of the Right to Fight campaign until you mentioned it to me a couple of days ago. So please tell our audience a little bit about the Right to Fight campaign.
Yes, the Right to Fight campaign. Actually, we have our medical advisory board, my net brothers, Richard and Stephen, they're in urology. So our men have talked so much about the Cherish pads and everything, is that, wait a minute, we're not going to forget about the men. So we have Max Life for the prostate care. And we're saying we're going to fight back. We need to protect our brothers, our sons, fathers. You know, you guys are the protector of us, but what about us protecting you? So a lot of guys don't know that they even have a prostate, you know, because back, you know, in the day they didn't talk about it. But I experienced that with my dad, and I was told that prostate cancer is a very slow-growing cancer. It's actually a silent killer. So we need to fight. We have a campaign. We have the product that's going to help you. We have this so that you can say, no, I'm not going to lay down and just take it anymore. I'm going to fight back. And that's what this is about. We're going to educate our young men and women because they need to know about it just in case they're raising their sons or their husbands talking to them. We're going to have seminars, health fairs, webinars, conference calls because it's a fight. So we're standing right next to everybody. Yes, I am a woman, but I do care about men.
Exactly.
So, yes, I'm going to talk about it. That's why I brought it up to you about the right to fight.
That's lovely. And I'm glad you told me about it because I really had never heard it. And I've, you know, once you get my age, when you get over the half-century mark, that's when you become aware of getting prostate exams and all that. But really, we should be starting a lot younger. But, you know, most men, we don't really talk about it until we get of age. My father has had issues in the last few years with his prostate. So knowing that we have products that deal with that is great. And we have other products for men, right?
Yes, there's taboo for men, and well, it's called taboo for him because a lot of men, as you well know, they don't want to talk about have problems.
Right.
So there are products that they can take, and then
now when you say problems, you're talking about like Viagra type. No, I want to clarify for my audience. When you say issues, problems, you're talking about like Viagra type problems, right? That's what taboo is.
Well,
I mean, I'm not saying it's Viagra, but it's for that same.
It's ED. It's
right. Yeah, I just
Yes,
y'all know I'm silly.
We're gonna say yes, we will say that.
Right.
But the difference is a lot of people take other things, but our stuff is all natural. This is, it's helping relationships, actually. And then we have sweetest for her, yes, because us ladies, sometimes we need that. You may not want to talk about it, but yes, you do. So we have the taboo for him. We have the sweetest for her. It makes a perfect relationship.
Right.
And then
well, at least that part of the relationship.
We have total recall. Yeah, I laughed a little on that.
Right.
So, Greg, once you use the taboo for him, let your audience know how it works.
Right.
And then we have total recall because even I'm going to start using it, and I do have someone that has used a memory booster, and I'm waiting for them. It's a 2-month supply. So I'm waiting for them to give me the results on that. And then the testosterone booster. We have that for men, to give you that energy.
Right.
So I think that Nspire has covered all grounds. I mean, we have the sanitary napkins for the women. We have all of these things for the men. So we are just a health and wellness company all around.
That is great.
What about the relationships that occur in Nspire? I think that's one of the key and unique things that is occurring that I've never seen before. And so I don't know if there's time to talk about that, but I think that is a phenomenal, talking point because, this is, Nspire is bringing together people from all walks of life, all kind of talents, gifts, abilities, and it's like one national, one corporate, one family think tank and networking entity, and we are partnering with each other, and that's really how this show came about. It's just different people partnering and coming together and say, hey, how can we take this mission and this campaign to another level? And this is the result.
Well, I want to get to this caller real quick before I bring in Nisi, because she has a powerful testimony too. I don't know if you can top the 11-year-old, but we're going to see. Caller, are you on the air? Caller, are you there?
Me? You mean me?
Who are you?
This is Adrian.
Adrian, hey.
Uh-oh.
Is this my sexy intellectual friend?
Yes, it is.
Hey.
And I am calling with a devil's advocate perspective.
Okay.
Cherish may very well be a fantastic product, and heaven knows women need something. But I have 3 issues that I hope somebody could talk about.
Okay.
One is the promotion of a product by men that they never use, and only get the real information and feedback from women.
Okay.
And from the 2 seconds of research I was able to do, the company is pretty much run by men. So this is really an opportunity for women to promote a product for women, and still there's a male dominance in that. So again, that's one of my issues. A second one is multi-level marketing of health products by people who really don't have the background to understand the products that they're selling. To me, that's problematic. And especially in our community, that's not something that we need.
Okay.
So I prefer to see these products sold by people who really understand the science behind it. And in the promotion, I would like to see distribution of materials that support, from reputable sources, that support the benefits of these products. And 3, with this technology of super absorbency, one of the main problems with that is that it holds in the bacteria that causes the problems. And if a pad, as a woman, I'm telling you, and a pad is super absorbent, you wear it longer. And that in itself can cause problems. So those are just like 3 things that I would like to see more people talk about, you know, more so than, again, these are important fundamental issues, and I think they get lost in the money-making opportunity for this product.
Actually, you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, because that's why I wanted the second half of the show to be about the campaign and not the company, because that's the most important part of bringing health to women. Well, men too, but mostly for women, the Now We Know campaign, which one of my guests is going to talk about shortly. But yeah, that's why I wanted that for the second half, to get more into that part of it. As far as the men, well, they did the research and they developed the product and brought it here. And, you know, I don't think it really matters if it's a man or a woman, as long as it helps women. You're right. I think people need to know about these products before they're out here selling them. And it's very extensive research needs to be done. And we got a lot of videos out there, especially you got to go on YouTube and see videos by Damon Crump. He is excellent at explaining the technology and all that. And yeah, so I mean, you mentioned a lot of good stuff. So that's just my little 2 cents. I'm so new to the thing.
It's very extensive research. The founders, who for a gentleman, Damon Coleman, Damon Crump, Spencer Iverson, and Joe Medina, these men have been in this market for years. And if they were on the call tonight, I'm sure that they would, welcome any kind of questions or inquiry or concerns, because that's what we're here to do. I appreciate Adrian raising those questions, and we are going to answer those questions, because that's who we are. There's nothing that you can put before us in terms of questioning this product, this mission, or this opportunity that we can't, field expressly well. So I appreciate Adrian for asking the question, and perhaps Kawan or Scylla can fill in some of those blanks when they come on.
Thank you so much. Adrian, you still there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I just want to thank you so much for calling in with those questions. They're very important. You got some good points there. But I want to introduce Nisi Jordan.
Put your phone number on the banner.
I know, yeah, I read that. I'm going to, we're going to get that done, okay? Thanks for that.
Y'all have a good afternoon.
You too.
All right, you too. Thank you.
That's one of my favorite people. Been knowing her forever. I shouldn't say that, because y'all know how old I am, and I don't give out her age. Anyway, Nisi Jordan. Sorry about that.
Oh, hello. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, Nisi.
Did you hear the 11-year-old?
I did. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I was like, okay, I might as well just stay back.
That was priceless.
Right.
That was priceless.
But
that, like, really touched me. And it was like, that was amazing. That was amazing. It's good to know that there's young women out there that actually, let's start like this. There's some mothers out there that are sharing it with their daughters. Yeah. Those are the important parts there in the beginning,
Yeah.
So I appreciate that one. It just melted my heart.
Right, yeah. Just hearing her voice, I was like, oh, wait a minute. What's about to happen here?
I was shocked.
But
I was totally shocked. I was shocked.
And I was kidding. She can't overshadow your testimony. Definitely.
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead. If you're going to say something, and then, I can go on.
No, go ahead.
Were you saying something?
No.
Were you? Oh, okay. So
floor is
pretty
yours.
much, I wanted to ask this power question first before I start.
Okay.
If I had information that could greatly improve or save the life of a person you love, would you listen? That's my first question.
Right.
The callers and everybody that's on Facebook Live, and would you listen? Because we need to start with that.
Right.
So now we know, right? The Now We Know campaign. This is a global mission to save lives. So the Now We Know campaign is informing men and women all over the world about the harmful effects of today's sanitary napkins and tampons. And it may have
it's the brainchild of Nspire Network, I should say, the founders, and is consistent with the philosophy of being mission-driven people. Right. I fell in love with that. Mm-hmm. The mission, people, okay? Right. So the Now We Know movement have partnered up with women's organizations, awareness groups. They hosted 5K walks, bike rides to get this awareness out. Mm-hmm. First, in Atlanta, they had their first 5K run, which was in June of 2017, and then they're working on this second one in Florida in this next month. So this is a great thing to bring awareness to this potentially life-threatening issue that we have. Right. And also, it's just changing lives. This campaign is really changing lives, and as far as our health goes, it's like 600,000 hysterectomies that's going on, things that we don't even have to experience, because if we know better, we're going to do better, and it starts with the things that we're wearing. And so I can go into my testimonial because it really changed my life. Like, the beginning, before I even knew about a Now We Know, I suffered with bleeding issues since 2012. And it was hurtful for me because I have 5 children. I have 4 boys and 1 girl. My oldest 18. I have a 14-year-old son. I have 2 twin boys that are 6. And then I have a child who's 5 years old, and he's autistic. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty much, this is my testimony, okay? So I had my last son. During a C-section, my placenta was attached to the uterine wall and almost bled out and died. So this right here is just really touching me because I didn't think that I was going to be here. And I thank God that I'm here to be able to even share this testimonial. Mm-hmm. So I healed, of course. I healed from that in 2013, June, okay? But before then, they were saying that I had a fibroid. And when I had a DNC, it's a procedure that they were going to remove a fibroid and scrape and everything. Before then, they said that I had a fibroid. I did not have a fibroid. It was the placenta pieces in the muscle of my wall that was causing me to bleed internally. Wow. And I also was having my menstrual cycle. So I healed, like I said, in June 2013. That same year, Greg, I had a blood clot in my left lung. Gosh. And then I got another blood clot in my right lung. Yes, this is all what was been going on with me. I've been suffering with this for a long time. Mm-hmm. And so currently I'm on blood thinners. And by me being on blood thinners, I have a 2 to 3 week cycle. And the women out there, I don't know, but they got to know about this. I know the men don't understand, but the women do. They have a 2 to 3 week cycle is crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't know what's going on. Your hormones is going all over the place. And by me being on blood thinners, it was very heavy.
Hold it. Can I stop you for 1 second? Let me stop you for 1 second.
Yeah.
Fellas, I need you to listen to this, because we all know about menstruals, because we all around women, whether it's our mothers, our women, our sisters, whatever. 2 to 3 weeks. That's like the entire month. Right. Think about that, fellas. You know how cranky your female people get during menstrual. This woman is going through this it's like 1 free week of the month. Mm-hmm. That's insane. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. And it was 2 to 3 weeks because I'm on blood thinners. Right. So, from the blood clot, which I don't have a clotting disorder, but I'm on blood thinners. Like that is just crazy to me. Right. When I went to the hematologist, he said to me, he says, well, you don't have a clotting disorder, you don't have lupus, you don't have cancer. I'm like, okay, so what can it be? Why am I really, getting these clots like that? It's just crazy. Why do I have to be on blood thinners, if I don't have all of that? And he said, well, you know what? You're in a percentile of the unknown. And I'm like, oh my God, you have a group for this? Like, what is going on? Wow. And said maybe 20 to 30 years from now, we will have some type of research that, we can tell you why you're getting these clots and everything. And I'm like, you just get in the mood that you're just so sick of it, because I'm about to be 40 years old in March. So I don't need to be going through all of this, you know, and I don't want nobody else to go through it. But anyway, so in 2017, that is when the Now We Know campaign was introduced to me. I seen our director and field trainer and co-founder, Demond Crump's video. I was blown away. When I seen the wet and dry test, I was blown away. And I knew right then, because I'm, you know, you talking to a girl that has 2 to 3 week cycles, I wanted anything to stop this.
Right.
When I seen that pad, I was like, oh my God, it was like Macaulay Culkin, just her mouth just open, just like, wow.
Yeah.
And I seen it, and I'm like, okay, I need this pad. And I need this pad right now. So a young lady did send me the video, the poor Nan. I didn't know her from a can of paint. She's out of Virginia. She sent it through Facebook. I'm like, wow, okay, I'm glad that I looked at it. So I checked it out, and I said, I need these pads right now. I didn't even know anything about it was a campaign. I just knew that I seen those pads.
Right.
So I got on board in 2017, February, and I've been here ever since. That 2 to 3 week cycle went down to 8 days to 6 days, 6 days to 2 days.
Wow.
Now this is like different cycles, okay?
Yeah.
It's a process. I should say that. It's a process.
Right.
Now, I told you I was bleeding from since when? 2000. I had bleeding issues since 2012. 2013 and 14, 15, 16, all the way to 17, I've been having 2 to 3 week cycles. So for me to get down all the way to 8 days was a blessing to me. It was a blessing. Because I know that it was amazing. It was a life-changing experience, because when the people that knew me and they know me, they're like, are you still bleeding? No, I am not. How is that? Well, let me tell you about Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins, because it has really changed my life. You know, when they say that there's no smell, that is the truth. There's no smell.
Well,
we had that algae strip.
I didn't want to cut you off. We only got a couple minutes left. Do I have a gentleman on the phone right now? Male caller? I don't want to say gentleman caller. That's not correct. Is there a guy on the phone right now? Caller?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Are you breaking up a little bit?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, Fred. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, all right. We were just trying to get it back on Bluetooth so I can hear you. Hey.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Whoa, was that the police?
Hold on, I gotta.
Yeah, you need to pull over and handle that.
I want to emphasize real quick.
Chairs can't help you.
I want to emphasize.
Oh, I thought that was him.
Yeah, I want to emphasize real quick what Takaya Thomas said in relation to why men are so motivated to do this. He said men are the protectors of our women. Why can't we be the trailblazers and passionate about protecting our women? And one of our leaders, Jock T. Morris, the shirt and tie guy, you know, we have put so much emphasis and so much work and effort and science and money into this. And he brings up an incredibly valid point in relation to the question that came in earlier. He said, ask her how many people do their research on the store-bought brands that people are purchasing every single day that are poisoning our women. Right. Why isn't the emphasis and concern on the store-bought brands that are poisoning our women? And then when this solution comes, why do we want to try to turn over every rock? Just the testimonies alone, there should never be any kind of doubt or suspicion or anything about this product. Just the testimonies alone validate the veracity and the effectiveness and the miracle of this product.
All right, we only got a couple of minutes. Caller, are you still there?
Hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. James Bowman, Indianapolis.
Oh, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
I got about 2 minutes.
Okay. Yes. So, you know, I just want to say You know, women are concerned about us men not knowing what's going on with them. You know, I think it's amazing that men cared enough about their own wives, their own daughters, to be interested enough in what they have brought to Nspire Network. Right. And many women are excited to know now these men understand what we're going through. I mean, we're never going to experience what these women experience. We have women in our lives. I saw this video, and I shared it with my wife, who was already going through menopause. But my boy's mom found out that she had lung cancer. Stage 4 when she found out, never smoked a day in her life. And the doctors can't give her any answer. Oh, we don't know. Oh, environmental. Right. Environmental. So, I mean, they don't know. All that we know, and we're not medical doctors. We don't make medical claims. Right. But we do know that when these things are put in our women's chemicals in our women's bodies that cause cancer, when those are put into our women's bodies, they're in their bloodstream. So it doesn't have to be limited. I'm not saying it is, but it doesn't have to be limited to cervical cancer, uterine cancer. It's in the blood system. Right. It's in the bloodline, so it can be any form of cancer.
That's right.
So for me, for her to not have an answer, oh, it's the environment. You got cancer from environment. We all would have cancer, and all would be dead over the environment if that was the case. Right. So this made sense to me, and for me to know this information, to become aware, to through this Now We Know campaign, to get the information that I have gotten from this, and to be silent would be a disservice to not only my wife, my boy's mom, my sisters, my mother, my nieces, but to every woman that I come in contact with. Right. It would be a disgrace for me to hold this information and be quiet.
There you go. Well, I appreciate the call. I wish we had more time. I'm going to tell you all right now. I'm going to get my co-host and my producer, when I get my packet, I'm going to give them some pads to use, and I'm going to get the taboo for myself. And we're going to try to do another show in about a month. And because I don't want to tell you about something that I don't know about, that I haven't tried, or somebody I love or know hasn't tried. But I'm telling you, if you see the video with Damon Crump, you will be blown away like I was last March. And I feel blessed that I was able to become a part of it right now. I want to give you this website real quick, https://inspirenetwork.com/Greg Reeves. And I want to thank Raheem Whitehead, Fred Barkley, Priscilla Estep, and Niecy Jordan. Thank you all so much for the show today, bringing your testimonies and information and intelligence and wit and all that crazy stuff. And we're going to get back with you next Thursday. But like I always say, develop a hunger for knowledge and feed it. Pick up a book and read it. Set a goal and see it through. Always, always believe in you. Peace and love, fam.